All right, family, welcome to the Hub. So today I have another Ask Coach Cass letter. Listen to me, y'all. Please keep these coming. I love them. Okay. So this is Kiki. Do you love me? From KC, right? So she's from KC or Kansas City, right? And here is the question. Hey there, my beautiful love coach. I have been on several dates with a gentleman I am very interested in. We met in July, we speak regularly, and it seems as though everything is moving in the right direction. We plan to spend a part of the holiday together, and I will meet his family at that time. Fingers crossed. Here's the deal. My anxiety is getting the best of me. I think his actions are showing that he's interested in a relationship with me, but I need to hear the words. I want to ask him if he wants to pursue a relationship with me or keep it casual. You know, our coach in the Real Love Network, we also have a mindset coach, says that a man who wants to be with you will say so. Do I plainly ask his intention or do I wait? I don't want to get ahead of myself. Please help me. All right. Okay, Kiki. So let's talk about it, right, ladies, and all those listening in. When you're dating someone. So right now, you've been dating for a couple months. The question is, have you decided that this is your man? The problem I see too often is that we're waiting for the man to make the decision to choose us. But at the end of the day, have you decided that this is someone that you want to exclusively date? And my only issue is if you have never met his family and you are getting together for the holidays, I would say wait, because I really don't want you to make these decisions, this decision of, is this my man, until you meet his folk, right? Who does he hang around? Who's closest to him? Who are the people that he turns to? Who do you run to? Who does he turn to in times of trouble? And if you haven't met them, started to forge a relationship there, how do you decide that this is the one for you? More than likely, girlfriend, you are grown. And I know that because I personally know you, but I know for a fact that you are grown. So we're not, quote unquote, wasting time in terms of fully committing to one person until we're sure that this is actually a prospect for marriage, right? This is someone that you can see yourself with. And now you're saying, okay, well, this is a real potential here. So for me, I wouldn't really go into, are we in a relationship? Are we keeping it casual just yet, right? Because the holidays are rather close. So I'd say have the conversations of getting to know the family, seeing if you like them, getting to know him more. And then, through the holidays, you could start to say, okay, well, you know what? This is something that I truly desire. This is something I want to be a part of. I want you to pay attention to, is he future planning? Is he talking about something coming up in March, something coming up in July next year? What y'all doing next summer? What is the conversation? Is it all finite to right now, or are you future pacing? Right? And then have you taken that step in terms of sexually? And if you have, this is where a lot of the confusion ends up happening. This is why I say y'all supposed to lock it up, lock it down, all the things, because it makes these decisions a little bit easier. So hopefully you haven't slept with him yet. And if you have, these are just some of the things to think about for future, if he's the one or not, right? So looking at this, y'all been together since July. It's been quite a few months. He's invited you to meet his family. So these are all good things. Now, normally, I would have the what are we doing conversations after 3 months, right? Are you exclusively seeing him on your end, or are you still dating? Have you had any conversations about exclusivity? If you haven't, Like you don't owe him nothing. You could keep dating, right? But if you're saying to yourself, wow, Coach Cass, I love his company. I love the man that he is, who he represents, his vision in life. We're talking about what we're doing next summer together, what we're doing here, what we're doing there. We talk daily. He checks in on me. He's consistent. Like he's showing all the signs, right? So it could be just very simply after you meet the family, bringing up, like I really love spending time with you, you know? Okay, I love spending time with you too. So what is your intentions here? Right? Like, what's your intentions? And be quiet. Don't share any of your intentions. Now, if he says, oh, I see us growing as friends, you let him know, thank you, right? Thank you for this time that we've spent. But at this time in my life, I want more. And friends is just not it for me, right? And you might have to walk away from this situation. But that's the thing that you have to sacrifice. You have friends already, right, Kiki? You got friends. You have girlfriends in the Real Love Network. You have guy friends already. You have people. And if you don't, we'll work on making regular friends. But this person with a romantic interest, if he says, I just would like to be friends, no problem. Well, I would like to see where we could go to have more. Okay. What does that look like to you? Right? Because more than likely, you don't want to be dating for the next 9 years trying to figure it out. So, what is his timeline in life right now? A lot of what happens with men is also timing. So, what's going on with him? Is he settled? Does he feel like he's in a good spot financially? What's going on with him? Right? Just him without you. What's going on with him? And where does he want to be in a couple years? See his vision. What's going on with him? And you can have those vision talks without bringing you up and us up. Like, hey, like, what's your life goal? What's your life vision? Bring out some of those cards from the card deck, from the love deck, right? Ask some of those questions of what do you want to be doing with your life? Do you see yourself with a family of your own? Do you see yourself married? Right? These are just some of the questions to figure out what's going on with him. And if he responds, honey, if he says, oh, I don't see myself married or I don't see myself with kids, then you also have a decision to make. So there's roundabout ways of getting into relationship conversations, um, or where are we going without saying, what is this? Is this a relationship before the holidays, right? So if you want to know now, girlfriend, let's just talk about what's your goals in life. Oh man, my girlfriend just got married. It's so beautiful. Do you ever see yourself married? No pressure over here, but like you ever see yourself married? Is that something that you desire in your life? You ever thought about when? Right? Just some of the things to talk about. These are just some of the things. And I know that this is a fear for many women to waste your time with a man, but it's not wasted time ever because you're making the decision to be here. So, one, I caution you from being exclusive before there's an exclusive conversation. Keep dating. And I know that's a little hard because you may be thinking, oh, but I don't want to be a whole Coach Cass. I don't want to be out here talking to everybody. I didn't say sleep with everybody. I'm saying spend time with 3 men at a time, right? Spend time, dinner, breakfast, whatever. But if you find that this is the one person you want to spend time with, then it's really paying attention to what does he want? What does he invite you to? Where does he fit in your space and you in his? Is he introducing you to his people, right? Is he including you in his plans? Is he inviting you around the people that are most important to him? These are just some of the things. He may not know right now if you are his wife, right? But maybe he knows that he likes spending time with you. And we don't fault him for that, right? We just want to understand, who are you? What is it that you want? And I have to figure out if I want those same things or if I can align myself with those things. And if not, I say goodbye. And if yes, then I lean in and figure out, well, you know, what are we doing here? So I hope that answered your questions. Pretty much, you could ask some vague questions before the holidays, right? Like, what you doing with yourself? Do you see yourself married? Wow, marriage is this. Y'all could just have a conversation of what marriage represents, because there's some people out there that think it's just a sheet of paper. right? Oh, it's just a sheet of paper. That's not what you want, right? So you have to listen out for those things. Oh no, marriage is a covenant under God. Okay, well maybe that's something that I'm down with, right? So you need to look at what is marriage to him, and when does he see himself, or if he sees himself getting married, right? Is that even a thing? Because I've also spoken to women who have been dating men who didn't believe in marriage, who didn't want marriage, and they're like, well, why the heck am I here? And they sat there for years. I know specifically one woman that stayed in a relationship for 4 years thinking that he'd change his mind, and he didn't, right? So this is just a couple months. You're getting to know yourself in the process. Enjoy that. So ask those questions to see where he is. Then after you meeting some more of his people, the the men that he spends time with, the women he spends time with, the friends he spends time with, who is what comprises this man, what builds him up, what lights him up, who lights him up, what activities, all that stuff. And you're saying to yourself, you know what, this is someone I want to be exclusive with. Then we can broach the conversation of what is your intentions, right? What are your intentions with us here? Listen, I had this conversation with Andy when we were dating, y'all. We were 3 months in, and I was like, listen, it's been 3 months. And mind you, it was his brother that's like, what are you guys, right? You gotta love family. So we were very intentional of inviting the closest people to us into our circle from early, our dating circle from early. We didn't operate in a silo, right? And his brother was like, what's up? What y'all doing? It's been 3 months. I was just like, damn, okay, well, yes, sir, what's up? And he gave me pushback. He said, oh, but a title changes things. And this was his own limiting beliefs that I would become like Medusa or some crazy person once I got the title of girlfriend. I had to assure him, like, no, I'll be the same person. I promise, right? And it was that conversation. It was not romantic at all. It was just like, this is how I feel about it. I don't want to lose what we have. Okay, I got you. And so then that's how we transitioned into being exclusive. But there was a fear there. So he wasn't going to bring it up, right? At all. And he has had situations in the past that these people were with him for years and never had that conversation, and it never led to anything. So yes, sometimes it does take you to speak up, but for me, it's all in timing. At that point, I had spent time with his closest friends, his closest family. We had talked about a future in terms of just, things coming up, right? So not necessarily was this my husband just yet, but I decided I wanted to put my energy in this space. But he also showed me that I was his focus as well, because within 2 weeks of us dating, his ex-girlfriend's father died. And he said, I'm going to go to this funeral, just letting you know. I said, okay, no problem. And after the funeral, she sent him like a 4-page letter, right? She sent him a long behind letter. And in that letter, it said, you're my soulmate. How do we make this work? I'd love to be with you. And he responded, I'm sorry, I'm dating someone. And that was only 2 weeks in, right? That was only 2 weeks in. And he shared that with me. So that all of that to say that he was pretty serious from the beginning. So is this man showing that he's serious, even though he hasn't said we're 100% exclusive, right? Because sometimes as you get older, this whole boyfriend girlfriend thing, it becomes an anomaly. So having an exclusive conversation can come from either end. Okay. So these are some of the things to think about. I want to know how it goes. Make sure you send me a follow-up Coach Cass letter. And for those of you that are like, oh, I need some advice too, go ahead and email me or drop a DM on Instagram at Inspire Many, at Inspire Many. My email is coach@inspiremany.com. All right, y'all. I'll see you next time. Keep loving, keep laughing, keep living.